Good day everyone, this is Alvin again from the Philippines and welcome to my final prediction for Miss Universe Philippines 2024. Welcome. So this is already my final prediction, and after looking at the preliminaries, considering everything that I've seen for the entire duration of the competition, and at the same time looking forward into Miss Universe, which is the main goal on whoever's going to win here, I have considered many things to make my final top 20. And oh my gosh, this is such an incredible batch. So let me just start by recognizing that. And it's so difficult to make this top 20 because I actually have, initially, I have my top 35. So I have to struggle the entire night to narrow the list to top 20. I didn't look at any other list because I don't want their list to influence my own personal list. So after looking at everything that they have performed that they did, I look at my top 35, narrowed it to the top 20, and then rank them in order of my preference. And I am very happy with the list that I did, and I think that's very important for me. So let's see if we share the same list and if we have the same winner for tonight. Starting with my number 20, Nueva Ecija, Micah Cabling Martinez. Bingo Plus winner, gives you an automatic placement in the top 20, and she just did that. She is guaranteed an automatic spot in the top 20, and to be honest, she's okay for me. She performed at the preliminaries in all rounds, so I am okay seeing her in the top 20. Number 19, Kamigin, Rethiana Rosie, one of my sentimental favorites. I just love her so much during the preliminary interviews. I even posted a line from her interview because I really love that very much. It's very touching, it's very realistic, and it's really what's happening in the world today. And I just love her, and I think she has also given decent performances all throughout, which I think is enough to put her at least in the first cut. Also, one of the ladies who has consistently wowed me because of her stunning face. Number 18, Mandaue, Victoria Ingram. After a very strong preliminary interview, she's actually my number one choice for preliminary interviews. I am so pleased as well to see Mandaue dominate swimsuit and evening gown, because that actually solidified her placement in the first cut. After watching swimsuit and evening gown, her probability, her possibility of placing in the first cut increased tremendously. So I hope that the judges see things the same as I do, because she is an incredible woman, and it would be amazing to at least see her in the first cut. Number 17, the United Kingdom, Christina Chalk. Her preliminary interview was one of my top choices as well. Her preliminary swimsuit and evening gown were solid, and her major strength is her consistency in all rounds. She looked very expensive during the swimsuit and evening gown preliminaries, and that's a kind of beauty, that's a kind of look that would really work in an international competition. I would love to see her in the first cut, and I will not be surprised if she can place even higher than what I'm giving her. Number 16, Hawaii, Patricia Bianca Tapia. I am just rooting for Hawaii because her story is just so inspiring, and she has equipped herself with the right styling and skills to deliver in different aspects of the competition. I loved her during the preliminary interviews, listening to her story and what she's doing. I mean, she is an incredible person, and with everything that I've seen so far, I am really confident that the placement is sealed. I really hope that she will go much higher because she truly deserved it. Number 15, Australia, Kimberly Street. This woman has always impressed me in so many ways. She always comes out looking fabulous, stunning, and always given us a performance that truly is impressive. As a solid contender, I can see her as a sure qualifier, and she can even go as far as top 10, especially with that body and performance at the swimsuit round. If that would determine who will make it in the top 10, then placing in the top 10 is very possible for her. And if she could deliver a much stronger performance in the finals, then expect her to really go far. Number 14, Southern California, Janet Hammond. We have to watch out for this one because she might ruin some predictions. Aside from her being a great speaker, her preliminaries last night was a bang as well. Her runway performances were strong, and the big reveal of her preliminary gown was stunning. I love that gown very much, and kind of reminded me of the big vintage gown that was brought to the latest editions of Miss Universe. So it's giving that vibe, so I'm loving it. She has all the skills, beauty, and the wit to do very well. Number 13, Pampanga, Cyril Payumo. We have to give credits to Pampanga because she gave a solid, strong preliminary performances in all rounds. And she definitely stood out at the right moment. And that is very important. Although there are still, as what I've said, considering everything that I've seen, although there are still times where she's a little bit inconsistent, but if she could give us more than what she gave us in the preliminaries, I wouldn't mind seeing her in the top 10. Number 12, Cebu, Chris Tiffany Hansen. With the exception of her strong preliminary interviews, I still think that her preliminary swimsuit and evening gown were a little bit flat. Personally, I do see Cebu as a potential top 10 contender or even could go as top 5. But purely based on the prelims, I am a bit unsure if that would be enough for her to go and advance in the next rounds, if that's the performance that she will be giving in the finals. So I really hope that that she could redeem herself in the finals because she's got so much potentials, and if she would redeem herself in the finals, I would be cheering for her, especially if she goes far. Number 11, Cavite, Diana Marie Mate. If there is one woman that I would love to see destroying predictions, it would be Cavite. There's just something about her aura and her beauty that looked very expensive and is worthy to go far in the finals in this competition. Her prelims were also very strong, so I am crossing my fingers to see her impress us even more tonight. I don't like her gown in the preliminaries, so I really hope that she would change that because, oh my gosh, I'm just so excited for Cavite. I'm hoping a possible top 10 too. Number 10, Northern California, Kayla Jean Carter. I'm just in love with her beauty so much. Also, her preliminary interview was one of the strongest. She's actually my second choice in my list. Her story was just so inspiring and a story of a true survivor. That alone made me want to root for her to do very well. With her performance at the prelims, I am quite happy and excited for her because I am dying to really see her as far as top 10. Her evening gown at the preliminaries just wowed me. Even though she's a little bit struggling when it comes to the walk because it's a little too fit at the bottom. But the visuals alone on that gown, wow, goddess vibes. So I am looking forward to know what she'll wear if ever she'll proceed to the evening gown competition in the finals. I'm looking forward to that. Number 9, Palawan, Raven Doctor. Palawan has been one of the most consistent performers in the competition as well. I love her backstory. She has a strong communication skills, and she is a killer on the runway. With all these qualifications, Palawan is not only a contender in the top 10, but she could actually be a spoiler in the top 5 too, especially if she would change her gown. I love that gown, but I would love to see a different gown, a much better gown in the finals. Something that would really give her that winning aura. Number 8, Cainta, Stacey Gabrielle. Cainta is a very likable candidate. We all love Stacey's beauty, her consistently strong styling, and every time she brings out her playful and fun personality on stage. I mean, that's really her major asset. She has proven herself worthy of a very good spot, and with all the performances that we've seen, that we've all seen from her since day one, for now, I'll give her 8, but if she could be able to go as far as top 5, she would be a great threat for the win because she is an excellent speaker, and we all know that. Number 7, Zambales, Anita Rose Gomez. I am so proud of Zambales. She is one of the ladies that I will be rooting very hard to do very well tonight. Her life story is a proof that anyone could be a Miss Universe Philippines candidate with hard work, and her evening gown and swimsuit will always be one of my favorites, especially the gown. I love it very much. And deep in my heart, I'm still secretly hoping that she would pull a top 5. I mean, I could not imagine, I'm sure that Zambales will make it in the first cut, and with her body and performance on the runway, I really couldn't imagine her being eliminated right away in the first cut. So that's one of my guarantee that she will make it in the top 10. And if she will perform in the evening gown with the kind of gown that she wore at the prelims, I'm expecting that she will wear the same gown or much better. So that could actually be a real game changer in the final. So I'm so excited for Zambales tonight. Number 6, Bulacan, Chelsea Manalo. As what I've said on my preliminary interviews, Bulacan is a real game changer in the competition, and she has always been naturally strong and appealing when she's on stage. I think it would be a phenomenal finals if Bulacan would be able to crack the top 5, because she has this last minute surge in the competition and she just peaked at the right moment. So that would be very, very exciting if she could make it in the top 5. She would be the best plot twist in this competition, and with the performances that we've seen last night at the preliminaries, it might actually happen. Now let's go to my top 5. Starting with my number 5, Taguig, Crystalline Magary. It is undeniable that Taguig has performed extremely well in all rounds of the competition, but one reason why I placed her 5th is that, just purely based on my personal opinion, I could actually easily give up Taguig's spot for a potential replacement in the top 5 for either Bulacan or Zambales. However, I am not underestimating Taguig, because the moment you see her on stage, she is capturing and captivating and magnetizing everyone's attention. She is actually a real threat for the title, and her determination to go to Miss Universe is wild and is obvious through her performances. The thing with Taguig is that I can see her doing well, but I can also see her being overshadowed by others. I can see her only finishing in the top 10, I can see her finishing somewhere in the top 5, but I do see her winning the entire pageant as well. But for now, I think 5th would be a very, very solid placement. Number 4, Iloilo City, Alexi Brooks. It is so amazing to see the journey of Alexi in this competition and how she showed that she is a fighter. She has been very active and always excelling in all parts of the competition. I actually have nothing more to say, because Alexi is a top 5 caliber even before this competition started. The moment she was crowned as a representative of Iloilo, we already knew that she would be dominating this competition, and she has that winner caliber in her. Her interviews and performances were mind-blowing. I can see her win tonight. For now, everything just depends on the judges if they wanted her to win too. But with the quality of Iloilo, I am sure that regardless of the result, she will be giving a winning performance tonight. Number 3, Baguio, Tara Valencia. Baguio has the beauty, aura, charisma, and star quality that deserves to go as far as top 5. Honestly, I would already give her a sure top 5 placement, because she just radiates that likable and magnetizing energy when she's on stage. And I have to share this as well, because I have 2 followers on Instagram. They're from Mexico, and they have even shared to me that if they wanted to choose someone to represent Philippines, they would choose Baguio to represent the Philippines based on beauty, because they believe that's the kind of beauty that would make the Mexican fans rave for our candidate. So that's a really good thing to know too. I am positive that with the right performance, Baguio could pull a victory. I'm placing her at number 3 because she's very good. She's very, very beautiful. One of the most stunning faces that we have this year. Number 2, Bacoor, Victoria Velasquez Vincent. Bacoor has proven that she is worthy not only to do well, but to represent Philippines in an international competition. Personally, I think she would be a perfect choice for Miss Supranational. And she is the kind of candidate that could really pull the second win of the Philippines at the Miss Supranational pageant. She has the story, the beauty, and the quality performances that would make her a sure contender for Supranational crown. I'm confident that VVV will make the final 5, and I have no doubts about it. The only thing that I wanted for them to give her is the Supranational title, period. And my choice for Miss Universe Philippines 2024 is Quezon Province, Maria Atisa Manalo. At the end of this all, I still believe that this is not only the safest choice, but also the best choice to send Atisa to Mexico to represent the Philippines and become the Philippines bet from Miss Universe 2024. With all the considerations, Atisa has transformed so well to adapt to the Miss Universe caliber kind of candidate, and even if we've seen her best performances already, I'm still confident that Atisa can still push for more. And she has showed us that by giving us something different in all of her performances. And that's really something to look forward to, because we have already seen the best of hers, but she's still giving us something, and that's amazing. Her consistency in giving solid performances and her transformation in this pageant are enough reasons for me to give her the crown and the ticket to Mexico to represent the Philippines at Miss Universe 2024. So that's it. This is my final prediction for Miss Universe Philippines 2024, and I'm looking forward to know your thoughts, your favorites, and whether you agree with my list or not. And tonight is going to be a fun night. I'm very excited. I know there's a lot of fans arguing on who will win, but at the end of the day, the winner will be representing all of us. So may the best candidate win, and I really hope that it could be someone that could continue Michelle D's success at the pageant last year. So what are your thoughts? Don't forget to leave your comments below. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and share the video as well. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe, because you'll be seeing more of these videos in the future. For now, thank you very much and have a wonderful day from the Philippines.